Hello, everyone, and welcome to Tabor Talk. So, not to pat myself on the back, but I was just I'm going through my channel, some of my older videos. By the way, I started this channel July of 2019, and again, not that I'm Nostradamus or some great uh, prognosticator, if that's the word. But so many things have come true. Almost everything. I'm talking about the election. I said back in July that Donald Trump was going to lose, and I really truly believe that even before COVID, if there was no COVID, he would have lost. And I have several videos breaking it down, why, etc. Talking about COVID, I started, let's see, in February, I was talking about COVID and how serious this was. And people on Facebook and other social media are like, no, come on, how many? There are 8 deaths. And they were comparing it to the cold. And I said, it's possible that between 500,000 to 800,000, this is back in March when all is said and done. And they were like, are you out of your mind? I mean, I'll put the videos in the comment section. So, I don't know why or okay. So I actually have a list of people who thought I was completely insane or like discussing Trump's authoritarian strongmen ways, like comparing to Hitler. I was talking about this in 2016, the similarities with Trump and Hitler and Mussolini. And at the time, we were like, what? So anyway, I'm going to play a clip here by, let's see, this woman here is Ruth Ben-Ghiat interview, and she has a new book comparing its authoritarian how authoritarian strongmen come to power from Mussolini to present. So I'm just going to play a little bit of this, and I'll put the link in the comment section. By the way, I'm having some issues downloading and streaming videos, so I hope you don't mind that for the time being. I'll just hold this up right here in the corner here, and this is from David Pacman, and take a listen. I'll just play a minute. Ready?
Today we're going to be speaking with Ruth Ben-Ghiat, who is an historian, New York University professor, an expert, and political commentator on fascism, authoritarian leaders, and propaganda. It feels
Hey, that
like
doesn't
the
look so
right time to
bad,
have
right?
this conversation, Ruth.
Yeah, thanks for having me on.
So to start with, can you talk? I want to kind of go in order if it's possible. The first, where I would like to start is, what are the sort of conditions in a society that are the ripest for a strongman type to grasp control?
So it was really eye-opening to me. The book here goes over 100 years, and so I was looking for patterns and conditions that recur. And one of them, and this will fit America too, in 2016, these kinds of like strongmen appeal when there's been a period of great progress, social progress. It could be gender emancipation, racial equity, workers' rights. And this destabilizes many people and makes them angry. And so these strongmen come up kind of saying, I'm going to turn the clock back. The other condition is polarization. Mm-hmm. And these leaders do everything they can to exacerbate that polarization.
Make America great again, going back to the old days.
And that helps people to be dependent on them, and it helps them to build their cults of personality.
And so, in a sense, these are often reactive movements to prior changes or movements that gain steam in society.
They are reactive, but Mussolini said it best. He was a journalist. He was full of good quips. He said it was a revolution of reaction because they also are very charismatic, many of them, and they're able to excite people with the idea that they're promising something new. So Trump was very smart to make it wasn't it was of course with the GOP, but it was a movement. And he had the red caps, like people want to be part of a tribe. And so it seemed very exciting to people. And this has been true of most of these leaders as well.
One of the things that's been interesting to me to see about the movement, I guess, that we're now calling Trumpism is I did not identify anything novel that Donald Trump was sort of pushing on the Republican Party, but he was able to sort of just packaged the idea of his candidacy as the perfect place to kind of coalesce ideas that had been festering in the Republican Party for a long time. Do you agree with that, and is that common or not?
You stated perfectly what the process is. Every time these men come up, and many of them have they're very savvy about media and marketing. Mussolini was a journalist. Mobutu was a journalist. Hitler took voice lessons, acting lessons, hypnotism lessons when he was trying to get to power. So they come up and they're able to coalesce and channel existing extremist, anti-democratic, and other tendencies in society. And then they form this cult of personality around themselves, and they give it form and they give it focus. And that's where the movement comes in. And then once they get to power, they legitimize all of these things and make them into state policy.
I want to zoom out a little bit for Trump, but because we're talking about some of these aspects, maybe we'll stick with it for a moment. One of the so I've said Donald Trump did not create racism or xenophobia, but he certainly was able to sort of coalesce it and make a large group of people who had those ideas feel like they had a home, maybe be a little more comfortable publicly espousing.
I think it's a good point to stop. I'm going to put this whole thing, the link, in the comment section. So there you go. It's not hyperbole, excuse me, or outrageous to make the comparisons, you know. It's absolutely true. A lot of people say that, you know, he reminds me of Mussolini. But anyway, he's going to be gone. You know, he's trying to nullify the election. The same thing, it's following the playbook here. All right, I'll end it here. Good night, everyone. Good friends, good books, and a sleepy conscience. Peace, love, and understanding here at Tabor.